Hello and welcome. I'm Nathan42 and in this episode I'll show you how to use OctoPrint externally. Okay, so this tutorial is actually going to be quite subjective depending on which router you use, but I will show you how it's done on my one and hopefully it'll be fairly similar on your one too. We have just the standard router or switch that came with our broadband connection, which is it's actually fairly decent, and in our case it's Virgin Media. So what you need to do is press Windows key R and it opens up this. It says run. Type CMD. You'll get a little command prompt like this. When I say little, it normally is about this big or whatever. Then you'll type IP config. Then it will show you your IP information or whatever. You'll have one block which is like this, which is 4 or so bits or four or so sets of information, and one will be called default gateway. The default gateway here, 192.168.0.1, is what most people would have as their local router number. So as a standard home network, I think this is the standard one. If it's not 0.1, it's usually 1.1, I suppose. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to do that, and then it comes up with your router's information. Okay, so after you've logged in, you'll see something similar to this, or maybe not. It's hard to tell kind of what exactly it will look like, but you will see some kind of login welcome screen, and on this it will say most likely like advanced settings or something like that. So you want to find the advanced settings, and you want to go to which one would it be on this one? It will be security usually, and then under security you can go to port forwarding. Port forwarding actually allows you to set up one port on your router to go forwards to an IP address on your router. So what you end up with here is the port forwarding screen, and on this screen what it basically says is create a new rule. So we have here two rules. This one is, this one is actually for if I create little servers or whatever. That directs it back to my PC. This has it so that if you go, the port range, the local port range is 8080, the external port range is 8080. So I think if you connect to port 80 or port 80 of our external connection IP address, then it will come through to port 80 or port 80 of our local IP addresses on this computer. So basically you only have one IP for your household usually. So that IP address will be, you can find that on Google. You type what is my IP or whatever into the top bar up here. I'm not going to do it because what that would mean is that I'd give my IP away to loads of people, and I can't give my IP away to loads of people because unfortunately from what I do and everything like that, it's quite important that I don't give my IP away to loads of people. But yeah, if you connect to my IP address now on port 80 externally, then it will work. Just the same as if you go to this IP address on port 80, it will go to my, no it won't because it is switched off. It will go through to my 3D printer. But yeah, usually it would go through to my 3D printer. Port 80 is also the default port for web browsers, so you don't have to put in colon 80 at the end. That's how you can define different ports or whatever. So there is a way so that you can actually set up the external port to be, I don't know, like port 85, and then internal port 80 on this one, and then you could probably set up another one for port 84 or something, and then set up a port 80 on a different IP address as well. Yeah, so basically you can choose these. When it gets to this part here, the protocol. So okay, yeah, what I'll do is I'll walk through this with you guys. So 56 is my IP for my actual Raspberry Pi. Local start point will be 8080. External start port will be 8080. So we're going to protocol will be both, and enabled will be on, of course. Then you press add rule, and that is how you do it on here. So yeah, it even mentions up here that if you want to allow incoming requests for web servers, FTP servers, mail servers, etc., you can do it this way. And yes, this can be done for port forwarding for lots of different things. Port forwarding, when it comes to IT and computers and stuff like that, is a fairly common thing that's done, especially by like gamers and stuff like that. So if you know how to do this, it's pretty much just that. Once that port is forwarded, you connect to the external IP address, and it will port forward you through my network, or your network, sorry, into the Raspberry Pi, which will then show you everything the Raspberry Pi sees. And you can also do this externally on your phone, so that when you are out and about, not on your local network, you can see what happens through the external IP address and through your connected weird big block code. And that is pretty much it on how you set this up for your system. So yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Twitter. That's @Nathan42. And thanks for watching.